All right, here are the answers for Tuesday's starters. So we've got Sean is determining the number of quarters equal to different dollar amounts. There is a proportional relationship between the amount of money in dollars, X, and the number of quarters, Y. So the first question is, what does the x-axis represent? So the x-axis is here, and underneath there we see that that represents the number of dollars. What does the y-axis represent? This is the y, and that's labeled quarters. So what is the constant of proportionality for this graph, or the unit rate? So we want to know for $1, how many quarters is that equal to? So if you go to the 1 and we follow it up until it crosses right there. So $1 is equal to 4 quarters. So there are 4 quarters per dollar. What does the ordered pair 2, 8 represent on this graph? Remember that the first number in an ordered pair represents the x, and the second number represents the y. So this is $2, since that's on the x, so $2, and that's equal to 8, and the y is the quarters. How many quarters are there in $5? So we go to the unit rate, 4 quarters in $1. And we want to know how many in $5. So we multiply 1 times 5 to get 5, and 4 times 5 to get 20 quarters in $5. Then we look at the equation for the relationship between x and y. And remember, when we write this, it's in the form of y equals k times x, and the k is always our constant of proportionality, or our unit rate, times x. So up here we found out that the unit rate was 4. So y is equal to 4 times x. How do you write 18% as a decimal? Remember that to write 18% as a decimal, we've got our 18%. We take off that percent sign. The decimal point is at the end if you don't see a decimal point, and we just move it back 2 places to the left. So as a decimal, we have 18 hundredths. How do you write 18% as a fraction? We always take that 18, and percent means out of 100. So we've got 18 out of 100. And then which sign makes this statement true? So we have 94% and we have 57 hundredths. And this sign means greater than. This sign means less than. And this sign means equal to. So we're trying to compare 94% and 57 hundredths. So you need to either change both of those to percents, you can change them to decimals, you can change them to fractions. I think the easiest way is just to change the 57 hundredths to a percent. So I'm going to move that decimal point 2 places to the right, So that's going to be 57%. So now I'm looking at 94% is greater than 57%. 94 is less than 57%, or it's equal to. So you should know that 94% is greater than, so my sign is going to go this way, 57%.